What's up, y'all? Hi, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Listen, your girl has been preoccupied. I have no excuse on why I have not been on my shit. Um, just know that I do record these videos at night, and by the time night comes, I am fucking tired. So show me a little grace. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Okay. um, I got so much that I want to talk about, y'all. I got so much written down in my book because I've barely been meaning to record for like the last week. And so everything that I just been coming across that I find like interesting or whatever, I just kind of been jotting it down. Like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna talk about tonight. Tonight never comes. Like, oh, y'all really have to forgive me. You really do. So, to be completely honest, this video is going to be absolutely about nothing and everything at the same damn time, okay? I might just call it that because I have so many random ass topics to go over. Some that's like super new, some shit that's just old in my book that I'll probably still want to talk about. So, let's just get into it, okay? I didn't want to talk about any of the airplane situations. Like, I don't really want to talk about those stories in particular, but me being a conspiracy theorist, I think I really do have like an maybe interesting, I guess, kind of look on it. I really think that they're going to be putting a lot of tariffs or tolls or whatever on these highways. These airplane crashes, all of this, just all of these threats, all of this shit, this is not new. This is not new. The coverage, though, is new. We're getting a lot more coverage about all of this shit that's going on in the sky. And I think that it is to install fear in all of us. And when I say, after they install that fear and make people want to just drive on the roads, because I am one of those people that said, I might not be flying this year, or it just will have to be somewhere where I really have to go. Because I just can't see myself getting on a plane and looking at all of this damn shit. I'm already afraid of airplanes like that. Like, my anxiety goes up when I'm in the sky. So just even seeing all of the coverage on what's been going on lately, it really got me like, fuck that shit. Wherever I go, it'll be a road trip. I'm okay with that. I'm great with that. But I really think that they might be adding a lot of tolls and shit to highways that are not super populated, or that doesn't just get heavily driven by everyday average people. Like, you have your easy passes and places like Georgia and Washington DC, and just heavily populated areas. But I really honestly feel like, outside of your Chicago's and all of these cities, Miami's and whatever, they're gonna add them to just regular ass random ass cities, just like the city that I'm from, and slap that shit on there, because y'all gonna take these highways. We're gonna make y'all scared of these airplanes. We gonna tax these highways, and we gonna make us some money somewhere. That's just really how I feel. So that's my little conspiracy when it comes to all of this airplane coverage. It might change tomorrow, and if it do, I'm gonna give y'all a new one, because what the hell, this my shit. Moving on. Let me see what I want to talk about. I got so much shit, y'all. Asian doll and cashed out beef. What the hell? Hang it up, please. I just feel like I don't understand it, honestly. Get in a booth, both of you hoes. Get in a booth and let me hear y'all rock out. When Asian Doll was called a YN by Cash Doll, I thought that shit was hella funny, because Asian Doll is a young man, for real. She really is. I just can't even see her being pregnant or even having a girl. Like, I just know the baby that she's pregnant with is going to be a boy, because she's a boy. Like, she's just a boy. But, child, I just really want them to get in the booth. I don't get it. Asian, you don't make enough music, Cash. You are way too old to just be beefing about that. And then another thing, when it comes to this whole Dow thing, the whole Dow thing to me really feels like the whole young type of little epidemic we had in rap. Like, everybody was a young, you know what I'm saying? You had Young Money, Young Dro, Young this, Young, it's so many youngs, you know what I'm saying? And Lils. So it's so many youngs and Lils. Like, this really is just a part of the name game, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, you hear me? Everybody want to be a doll, then I guess whatever. It ain't some shit to be mad about. Get in the booth. Let us know who it is. Who the real doll is. You feel me? I actually do like Cash Doll's, some of Cash Doll music. Asian Doll, she had a song with one person. I don't even know his name. And I think that's like the only song I know and that I actually like with Asian Doll in it. So, honestly, it's irrelevant for real, for real. What else I got? This dating back, y'all. We just moving on. You hear me? Let me see. Portia's ex-husband Simon was detained by ICE. You know what? I need to probably go and look into this right now to see what his status is as far as ICE goes, if he was sent back to Nigeria or not. But I thought that was wild. That man has been scamming in the US since the fucking 80s, okay? Like, a grown man in the 80s came here and he was sent back a few times. Like, this is not his first rodeo. So I think that shit was crazy. If Portia called ICE on him, kudos to her, girl. Get him the fuck up out of there, okay? He don't want you to record in y'all house. Find you a new way. Let me see. Oh, y'all, I do have Married to Medicine in here. I don't really do a lot of TV talk because the shows are always just in rotation. I might be watching them. I might not be watching them. But when it comes to Married to Medicine, I am completely watching it. And let me just say, triggered is an understatement when it comes to the whole Dr. G, Quad, Sweet Tea, King of it all. And I really understand how, you know, Quad could still feel a certain type of way or just kind of feel antagonized by them, because mind you, when we think of reality shows and when it has something to do with the wife or with the husband, with the wife and the husband, it's really focused on the wife. It's really not the husband's show. This is really the wife's show. Quad was married to Dr. G. Dr. G is the doctor that's, you know, the medicine part of the show. But it still was heavily focused on the ladies. This is not focused on the men. So they get a divorce. You know, come to find out he's abusive towards her. He's violent towards her. You know, he's crazy. And, you know, she's been telling us this all along. They get a divorce. He comes back on to her job with a new wife and, you know, kind of try to play out in front of her, which it was supposed to make her jealous, I'm assuming. But it kind of backfired on him because when she was ready, she brought her new man to the show and it really backfired on his ass. So it was like, she's not really jealous of the new wife. Like, she could care less. And I mean, if you watch the show, you'll understand why she could really care less. But Dr. G is absolutely jealous of King, and you could totally see why Dr. G is jealous of King and is not here for any of this. Okay, so they have this couples retreat, and everybody is there in attendance. It's a messy ass situation. Dr. G and Quad kind of get into a little argument, a verbal altercation. His wife kind of gets in the middle, and then the next day King kind of gets in the middle, and then they are starting to fight or whatever. But what really is extremely triggering about this whole situation is the abusiveness that came from the previous relationship that Quan and Dr. G had. That shit, I don't really know if you could really get over that shit. And then for Bravo to say, okay, we're gonna bring him back, even though they sat on that show in those reunion shows and tapes and all of that, and she gave her story. Like, this man was physically abusive towards me. This man was emotionally abusive towards me. They ran the tapes back, all kind of shit, and y'all still felt the need to bring this man back on this show with his new wife. It's insane to me. But not only did y'all bring him back on the show with his new wife, now he's talking to his new wife crazy after the whole couples retreat thing, had gone bad, because he felt a certain type of way. And yeah, Dr. G is fucking abusive. I don't understand why we just cannot accept that and take him off of the fucking show and move him aside, because this is not really his job. It's really his ex-wife's job. Why are you here? Who invited y'all? You know what? Married to Medicine is so fucking good, and they really doing their damn thing when it comes to reality, because lately reality shows have not been the best. But Married to Medicine, I had always put on a pedestal because these women were doctors. These women were married to doctors, or, so it was just a certain air that you would think that they would have about themselves. Child, no. When I say these hoes is just as messy as these other hoes on Real Housewives of Atlanta, just as messy as these motherfucking hoes, probably even on Baddies. Listen, okay? The only thing is they just not fighting it out. How Baddies be fighting it out. But they messy. It's so much mess. And I just feel like it was really messy for him to come back on the show, even though we already had an account of what he did to his ex-wife, and now we're getting a glimpse of how he's treating his how he's treating his wife that he has now. We're getting a glimpse of that, like, all over again. It's really triggering, especially if you've been through some bullshit like that before. You can really just spot it when a man is trying to humble you. You can really spot when a man is emotionally abusive, when a man is putting you down, when a man is antagonizing you, trying to clown you. You just can see all of that shit. So why is he here? Please fire him. Let them go. Don't bring their ass back. We're tired of seeing it. We are tired of seeing it. On to something else. Angie Stone was killed in a car accident, which is completely insane to me. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, y'all know I am a conspiracy theorist. So Angie Stone had been talking about her masters and royalties being stolen from her. How she, is missing a lot of her music, and she is not sure what's going on. She wanted to get to the bottom of that. And then boom, she's killed in a car accident. Now, mind you, Angie Stone had health problems before. I want to say something with like an infection in her blood or something of that nature. But that's not even, the reason why she's no longer with us. It's a car accident in which they said Angie was the only one to not survive the car accident. And I really don't have a whole lot to talk about on this, but it's really giving Whitney Houston vibes. It's really giving Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? It's really giving what's being covered up. Okay? It's giving Michael Jackson. It's giving, it's really giving, it's really giving Clive Davis. What's up? Yeah. It's giving Clive Davis. What's up? I don't know. I don't know if he had anything to do with Angie Stone's music. But it's just always weird how when these celebrities or these talents are about to out something, or something is about to come to light, their light is permanently gone. Like, it's really weird to me. I just don't get it. I mean, I get it, but damn, are people that damn powerful to where they will silence you forever, huh? If you got something to say. And yeah, I find that really odd. I find it really creepy, really scary. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. She had a great voice. Angie Stone was not like typically beautiful, but she was beautiful. Definitely a beautiful woman. Definitely had a beautiful voice. She definitely created a few hits that my mom listened to, that I listened to. So yeah, R.I.P. to Angie Stone. The next thing I want to talk about is this Texas rapper hood fame Lil Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter were unalived at a car wash in Forest Hill, Texas. And it's crazy because this rapper went viral for posting a Valentine's Day pic with his daughter and his daughter's friend, who the friend's dad had to miss. I guess it was a donuts with dad or some type of thing they had going on at school in the morning, and her dad couldn't attend, so he took a picture with the little girl and sat with them, just made her feel special. And he went viral for that. And him and his daughter were unalived at a car wash. Now, I think it is I come from a grimy ass city. So killing women, killing children, like, that shit is not off limits anymore. Like, that's regular. No one is waiting until you're alone anymore. They are getting you however you come, whoever you come with. It's so sad. It's completely sad that a 5-year-old had to lose her life in the midst of whatever the fuck her daddy had going on. And like I said, I'm from a grimy ass city, so her daddy really couldn't have, he could have possibly had nothing going on and just some hating ass motherfuckers pulling up on him, knowing who he is, probably by his car or whatever the fuck, and shooting his shit up because they ain't got it. That shit happens around where I'm at all the time. Like, that's not shit new. You don't gotta have beef with nobody for a motherfucker to kill you. You don't gotta have a beef with nobody for somebody to want to shoot your shit up. And they not checking for if it's a car seat in the back seat of shit. I mean, especially if you're a nigga and your shit is tinted and they can't see what's in the car, who's in the car. They don't give a fuck. Nobody cares anymore these days. The killing shit is just way too normal. It's even sad that I can talk about it in this capacity, and say like, hey, this is normal, everyday shit. It's sad. It's so sad. R.I.P. to that little girl. My condolences to her mom. I just cannot imagine what her mom is going through, what her family is going through, for sure. His mom, I'm pretty sure that it's heavy as hell. Losing a baby girl in the midst of losing him, it's just wild to me. It's so wild. But yeah, he was unalive in Texas at a car wash. They both were pronounced dead at the scene. The last I read, they did have a suspect in mind and they were searching for him. I would have to look on something else because whatever I'm looking at right now is not giving this. This must have been right when I saved it. Yeah, I saved this shit 9 hours ago. But yeah, it's sad, y'all. It's so sad, you know. And I mean, whatever type of music he had, I never listened to his music. I don't know anything about what he talks about. I don't know if he really, you know, was even about that life. You know, people make music all the time and live lame ass lives. And so, you know, they really don't be about what they talk about. You know, it's just unfortunate all the way around. It's just unfortunate that baby girl had to lose her life too. I really hate that for her family. I really, really, really hate that. Let's see. Moving on. I really don't care about these red carpet looks a whole fucking lot. Fashion is so subjective. It's what you like. It's what you look good in. It's really all about you. It's really it's really tailored to you. But can we talk about Lizzo? Bitch. Lizzo looks great. Okay? Lizzo looks absolutely good. This is exactly what it looks like when you put in hard work and dedication. I don't see Ozempic in this at all. I do not see Ozempic in this. Lizzo has been working out for the last goddamn 2 years from what I know. And she looks damn good. It's showing, it's paying off. Her hard work, her dedication, it is all paying off. Lizzo looks great. That's the only one I want to talk about on this red carpet is Lizzo, baby. She is eating, okay? She is eating. I love it. I am here for it. I wish her so much success with her weight loss journey. She looks absolutely amazing, especially coming from all that big old ass in our face all the time, twerking to Andre 3000's flute bangers. It was too much. It was too much. All that wide ass, baby. I could talk too, so y'all got me fucked up. This is no disrespect to Lizzo, but it was too much with all of that shit in our face, okay? Too much ass. Just big old wide ass. She looks so good. I love it. I love this for her. I'm here for I'm just here for every step of the way. Good for you, Lizzo. Congrats on your weight loss journey, baby. Keep it up, okay? Let me see what I got going on in my little handy dandy shit right here. Let me see. Is Tory Lanez still talking? Like, do I want to play this shit? Let me see what he's talking about. Jeez.
On this suspected gun, 90% contributor on this gun is a male, and the rest of the percentages of this gun are 2 females and another male. None of those 4 people are my DNA. So I'm 100% excluded, not inconclusive like they said when I was in trial. I'm 100% excluded from this gun when it comes to DNA. My fingerprints are 100% excluded from the magazine, from the gun, from the bullets, from anything that has to do with this gun. Cedars-Sinai Hospital, with the help of LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, for those who don't understand the abbreviation, 4 contributors. Together, they have put on my discovery that we have lost the bullet fragments. Well, if you lost the bullet fragments, then you can't...
Oh, okay. Listen, Tory, like, my nigga, just tell us who fucking did it instead of always trying to prove to us that you didn't fucking do it. It would just all just end. You hear me? You go on a trial, you went to jail, like, all of this to say you didn't do it. Well, who the fuck did it? Because you was there. Just say the name. God damn. It's like either just do your time. or tell us who the fuck it was. Because all of this shit, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care no more. You already in jail. Just serve your fucking time. Please shut the fuck up and let it be. Unless you're really going to actually drop a name and tell us who in the fuck actually did it. I don't believe you didn't do it. I don't believe you didn't do it. Because you can't even tell us who the fuck did it. Okay? Your Honor, you betcha, Your Honor, because I'd be damned if I'm doing 10 goddamn years on some shit somebody else did. Tory, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. You did it, you did it. You know, or if you didn't do it, then goddamn it, just serve your time, because you won't tell us shit, and so we no longer give a fuck, okay? Bye. Bye. Let me see. Well, what this got to do with this fight? Let me see what this is. They want to have a rematch, okay, whatever. Only reason we don't fight is because you're scared. This is what Lamont Roach is telling Gervontae Davis. Because Gervontae Davis say no more, I'm pushing for the rematch. He talking about, fuck you mean you pushing, my nigga. The contract already signed for the immediate rematch, just in case you lost. All right.
Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right. He took a knee. He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his... What?
It's got to be a knockdown. What in the world is happening?
Took a knee. He's got to count.
Listen to me. I understand. If you take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. Back up.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my so the is like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes. Type. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around there and love you.
Oh, and that.
I absolutely believe he had that damn braid and gel running down his face. It do be greasy as hell, thick as hell, and if you get that shit in your eye, it do burn. And that's reason why you shouldn't have these goddamn motherfucking braids in your head. Just cut your shit off. You're a boxer, you braiding up your shit, just cut it off. Cut your shit off so that, you know, you don't have to go through this problem no more when you're fighting. Or, I don't know, get it done without the hair grease. You fighting, you finna sweat this shit out anyway. You know, just get it done without any products. I don't know. I didn't watch this fight. I just didn't watch this fight. So I don't fucking know who won, what it looked like, who won, or anything like that. But I find this hella funny that, you know, he's talking about this hair grease shit. This shit is true. I'm sorry. I get my hair braided all the time. I already know that shit is very much true. That hair grease shit, yeah. But why you got them fucking fuckboy plats anyway? Take them out your head. Let me look, y'all. I think that's really all I have. I'll be back with more for sure. I won't leave y'all hanging. I promise, okay? But that's all I got for right now. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see y'all when I come back with my next one. Bye.